Have you guys ever been to a trade show? Because I just did like maybe 2 weeks ago and it was really amazing. And no, it's not one of those like boring company ones, but I actually went to New York Now, which is a wholesale market or trade show thing. Got some pretty cute goodies from there, like a couple tote bags, which I'm gonna show you guys. This is from Thousand Skies. If you don't know them, you should check them out. Thousand Skies on Instagram. Also got this other cute tote bag freebie from this company called Golden Gems. They're really cute and I loved just going through their stall, their table. But those are just some of the cute freebies that I got. I also got like a sticker sheet and a couple stickers from other people. But I went to this place called New York Now, and this was my guest badge. So New York Now is a wholesale market / trade show. It takes place in the Javits Center, and I believe they have this event twice a year, usually in the wintertime. Like the one that I went to was between February 4 and 7, and I went on like a Tuesday, the 6th, when it was almost towards the tail end of the event. But they're also having they also have a summer event, and this year it takes place August 4 through 7, in case you're interested. But it used to be known as the New York International Gift Fair. So what it is basically it's a trade show made full of different kinds of exhibitors. It's a gift trade show, and you'll see different categories, like different kinds of people selling like aromatherapy, you know, things for gift and lifestyle, skincare, home, and like even like high-end jewelry lines as well. So it was really, really cool to walk around. And it was just, I took in so much information, which is why I had to take notes on my way back from New York Now. There were a lot of like valuable information that I received, and while I'm not at the stage where I can be an exhibitor myself, I just took a walk around and I got to network and like talk to some people that were doing it. And it was pretty interesting, definitely eye-opening, and I would recommend that to anyone, even if you're not at that stage where you can scale up to be an exhibitor yet. We'll get there in terms of the pricing, but it's just really it's a good experience, just so that you're aware of this becoming a possibility for yourself. If you have like a shop, if you want to scale up your business to get as big as to get into wholesaling and stuff. Like I said, I'm not there yet with my business, and I still have a lot of like things that I have to straighten out and iron out and do more planning with. But you know, having knowledge of what this is and the whole world of wholesaling, which is fairly new to me, just being aware that this exists helps me kind of be more intentional with the kind of things that I make for my shop. Also, I should say this applies to anyone, not just stationery makers, but like if you're into making candles, or if you're into making like essential oil, bath and body related products, and or like, I don't know, if you're into making pillows or apparel, even like clothes, this applies to you as well. So I think this information is pretty much like a general thing, but I will say that I spent pretty much the majority of my time in like the gift and lifestyle section, because that's where people like me are stationed. So like kawaii goods, like, you know, whatever, stationery, but like people who like manufacture blankets, and like hoodies, and like enamel pins and handmade jewelry and stuff, they were found at the gift and lifestyle section. So I didn't really walk around like home and stuff, so I don't really have notes and observations to take for that. So but I will say I do recommend anybody who is within like those other categories to check it out as well. And I even collected a bunch of business cards as well as catalogs from New York Now, which is super valuable in the future. Like I collected two catalogs that they would usually give to like buyers, and that I just asked for it even though I'm not a buyer, because I want to see how different business owners I guess lay out their catalog. I think last week I talked about like organizing my products according to SKU numbers. This is the reason why I took these catalogs, because some people have everything sorted along with their SKU. So I would like to browse through their catalog just to see like different examples of how people organized and like coded their different products. For those of you who don't really know what a wholesale market trade show is, what New York Now is, it's a convention filled with business owners like me. You could be at the beginning of your business, a fairly new one, or you could be someone who has decades and decades of experience, and they're all stationed. You have your own table, and New York Now offers different sizes of tables according to how much space you need to show off all your products. And obviously the price will vary there, but it's generally pretty expensive to have a table there. Get into that a little later. But what happens is you're there for all 4 days to showcase all your products to buyers. And who these buyers are, they're generally people from like various different kinds of companies. They can be as big as like Hot Topic, Spencer's, Target, Hallmark. I'm just naming like paper and like gift companies and stuff like that. But obviously other kinds of companies go there. Sometimes there will be smaller businesses as well. Basically people who are looking to fill their shelves or their stores with something new to, entice people to check out their stores. So what they'll do is if they find something, like say you're selling something that they're interested in, generally wholesale, they will buy, they'll have like a contract or something with you, and they'll buy that specific item. But generally how wholesale works is that there's like a minimum dollar threshold that they need to meet, and that's usually $150 or $200 minimum purchase. So they need to buy at least $150 or $200 worth of items from your store to make it worth it, I guess, worth your while. I'm still trying to grasp where that like dollar amount came from. I'm still very new to wholesale, but that is my understanding of what that is. So unlike selling directly to consumers where they can just buy one of something if they wanted to, like one sticker, these companies have to buy at least $150 of that sticker, or they can have like a combination. They can buy 10 different things and have it amount to $150. And that's generally for like first time buyers. It's like $150, $200 minimum threshold. But then returning buyers who have, they're buying for a second or third or fourth time, usually the dollar amount is lower. So maybe like $75 or $90 or $100 returning order. So I found out about New York Now actually because I was trying to look for markets and conventions like late last year in December. And I happened to find New York Now, I think on an Instagram ad, and I thought it was like a regular market thing, but I had no idea this was like a wholesale trade show. So I just signed up because I was like, I don't know what this is, but whatever. Someone reached out to me and they were like, oh, are you interested in being an exhibitor? Here's our information. And I come to find like, you know, the price on these tables and these booths are like in the thousands. And they have this thing called an incubator program where the rep told me basically if you have a business that is pretty young, like 1 to 5 years young, then you're eligible to be a part of the incubator program. And basically it's kind of like a test run for you to show off your stuff, but at a more affordable price. Their pricing, I think they have 3 different sizes for the tables. If I remember correctly, there was a small table, like it was like, I don't know, 2 by 4 feet or something like that. Really small, but that was like $1,300 as it was. And then they have like a slightly larger table, I would say like, I don't know, maybe like a 4-foot table, and that was 2,000. And then the largest one, which was like an 8 by 10, and you also get like a little covering, like a roof. You have like a wall panel that you can decorate and paint however you like, and you also have lights and shelving in addition to a table. That was like $3,200, and that was in the incubator program. So if you're allowed to be part of the incubation program and show for 3 consecutive times. So you can take part in their spring as an incubator, their summer, and then the following spring in the incubator program before they graduate you out into the regular areas. And that is more expensive, obviously. The incubator program is kind of separated from the rest in that there's like a blue carpet or whatever. I wish I could have taken more videos when I was in there. But anyway, yeah, they're kind of separated. You know who's an incubator if they're on like the blue carpet versus everybody else who's on like, I don't know, the gray carpet. But yeah, I got to go on the 6th. It was a Tuesday, and of course that day was like the coldest day of the week. It was blistering cold, and it also happened to be the day that I used up like the last of my 5G data. And yes, I don't have unlimited because I'm trying to save money here. But it was kind of a tough time, but I managed to get to the Javits Center fine, and I haven't been there in years, so that was pretty nice. My expectation prior to attending New York Now was that I would pretty much only see people like that are seasoned veterans that have been doing this for years. They're like a long-time business owner, and that was my thought, which was why in a minute I'm gonna show you the video that I took the night before I went to New York Now. Today is Monday, February 5. I'm just getting ready for tomorrow. I'm going to New York Now. It's like a gift trade show. I'm so excited because this is my first time. I only heard about it like 1 or 2 months ago, and I am getting a tour of it tomorrow. And potentially maybe in the future we'll have a chance to be an exhibitor there, so that'll be very, very exciting. So I'm just getting ready to pack and then go to bed. But I'm bringing a couple things like some business cards. I don't really know if I'll need it. I just want to be prepared. Better to prepare than to have nothing at all. I'm bringing some samples of my work. I don't know, just in case I tend to like click with an exhibitor and I make a connection. I'm bringing things like a few, like 2 sticker sheets, a couple different stickers that I made recently, some greeting cards, and then yeah, I have some business cards as well. And I also don't know if I'm gonna be able to like buy things. But just in case, I'm gonna be walking around with my tote bag here, and then I have some of these pins that I made, so I just attached them to the bag because why not? I am trying to show off my stuff without like waving, you know, things around. Like I can't wave my stationery around like, oh, here are my greeting cards, but you can walk around with a tote bag and it's perfectly normal because you carry stuff in it. So I'm gonna bring that, and I'm gonna bring my backpack with my laptop just in case. Probably will need to get like a water bottle so that I don't get dehydrated. Pack a couple things for, you know, typical things for like a city trip and whatnot. Have my wallet and everything, but I'm very excited. I feel like I want to assign myself homework for tomorrow. Like I'd like to at least walk away, you know, learning something new, as well as making a new connection, friend, whatever, a business connection, someone who is also in the same like niche as I am. And yeah, just getting to know someone new would be really fun. So, and I feel like if I aim for just making one new connection tomorrow, I feel like that is attainable, especially since that there should be quite a lot of exhibitors around. I just don't know how many are going to be in the stationery or, you know, whatever section, so we shall see, but I'm very excited. As far as getting to talk to people, I actually talked to a lot more people than I initially expected, like the night before and stuff. It was really great. Like I had such a good networking experience with other people. They were so kind and helpful. They understood that I was a prospective exhibitor, so they were giving me, you know, tips for what to do if I ever did it. And it was just really nice because I expected that, you know, who would want to talk to just a guest that isn't a buyer or anything. I'm not going to be buying like $150, $200 of their stuff, so I figured they would want to make that space or that room for potential buyers. But anyway, needless to say, I had conversations with quite a few people, quite a few exhibitors that went on for like 15, 20, 25 minutes long, and I just got so much information out of it, and it was just, you know, invaluable. I feel like this is stuff that you wouldn't know unless you were there and you were talking to these people who were more experienced than you. As far as the people that I met this first person, Meng Wen. She is her business is 1.5 years old, and she sells like animal socks. These are so cute and fun, and I just, as a creator, as someone who makes things handmade, I cannot fathom how much money this would cost, especially for wholesale. You're expected to, you know, have a lot in stock. When buyers buy from you, they expect it, you know, I think within the week. I think that's the industry standard, and not like 1 or 2 months later. So the fact that she has this much inventory and this much stock, I just can't even imagine what how much money that cost. But anyway, she was really nice. This was her first time at New York Now, so that was something really nice. I feel that was kind of what broke the ice for me a little bit, gave me a little more encouragement to talk to other people, because I was like, oh, maybe there's more people that are kind of new here. And then I actually met someone else. The second person that I met is Puppington.co. I don't have her business card here. If you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at the business cards and the catalogs that I've collected when I was there. But I don't have her business card, so I will show a preview of her Instagram. and she sells a lot of different things, mostly catered for dogs, but the thing that she was showcasing heavily at New York Now was pupper towels and pup wax, as well as like a bag, a fanny pack bag. I don't want to describe it in like a lame way, but anyway, feel free to check out her Instagram. It was really nice, even though I guess the things that she does isn't like in my niche of things, because I make stationery. It was still so pleasant to talk to her. This was her second time being at New York Now, and she had explained to me that she was given feedback during the first time that she was around, and she didn't see as many sales the first time, but taking that feedback into consideration and how she presented and her booth and what products she made the second time around, she had much more success with it. And as I was talking to her, actually, a buyer came up and was interested in collaborating with her and asked her if she was interested in licensing her illustration. So that was actually really, really cool to like observe from the sidelines and stuff. So it goes to show that, you know, attending or being an exhibitor at like events like this for wholesale does not necessarily mean you're only gonna get wholesale orders. It opens up an avenue for art licensing and, you know, other brand deals with people in the future. So that's always great, you know, to put yourself out there. A very costly one, but if you can afford it, then I think it would be a good opportunity. The next person I met is very much in line with my niche. She makes a lot of kawaii goods, but I would say less stationary and more like blankets. She made like fluffy, fuzzy slippers. She made a lot more apparel, enamel pins. She does have stickers, and she also has like handmade polymer clay earrings, which are so cute, and I definitely recommend that you follow her. I was able to actually film an introduction of her. She consented, obviously, and I asked her if she would do New York Now again, if she would attend. She's from Florida, by the way, and her business that she has is her second business and is about 6 months old only. So it's amazing that she, you know, was able to do this in the first place. She got the biggest size incubator table or booth as well, so that was a little crazy. But she was actually the only person that would not recommend. She said she would not recommend doing New York Now for someone in our niche. And I'm gonna show you guys the clip that I filmed with her in it right now. So I'm here in New York Now, and I just discovered this really, really cute booth here. No Thoughts Club, and I wanted to introduce you guys to them. They are an awesome incubator brand booth. Do you want to go in the? Do you want to? I'm good. Okay. I can't get her to be in any of the videos. Hello, please see. This is our brand, No Thoughts Club. I don't have the signs up there, but you already saw it. Yes. So. What to say. Yeah, we're basically a character brand, so we make a bunch of products based off our characters: toast, mellow, and butter, which are a bunny, a cat, and a little bird. Yeah, so we try to design cute and interesting and unique products. For example, hoodies that are kind of like fuzzy and they have secret pockets, or double-sided blankets with little ears, or even like this is our newest one. It's a bag. It's a water bottle bag, and on the back he's wearing a backpack. Oh, it's so cute! You can actually put stuff into his backpack. That's adorable! A backpack in a backpack. That's right. Or even like these slippers that have a little removable fish. You can take his little fish off. People love the slippers. But yeah, so it's our little artist brand. We're here at New York Now. And would I suggest it?
No, I think it's just the kind of case where the types of buyers at trade shows are not really looking for this type of QDC art. It definitely depends on your kind of art, right? Maybe more American style art rather than more of an Asian style Asian art. But I think that's my thoughts on it, is that the buyers here are not really looking for this kind of style. They're more for like an older demographic. Yes.
What is your recommendation for people with our style trying to make sales instead? So what would you recommend?
What would I recommend? Definitely do more like targeted markets, right? So first off, you need to figure out your target demographic. Likely if it's this kind of style, you're looking at people who are, you know, anywhere from like 12 to like 30, something like that, right? And look at where 12 to 30-year-olds in your area, where are they going to shop for stuff? What events are they going to? What festivals? Like if you're in California, there's like 66 Night Market, those kinds of things bring in a lot of like younger people, or, you know, like just like what markets nearby you have a younger audience compared to a older one.
Okay. Thank you so much for your tips and tricks, and everyone, please check out their shop because it's so cute. They're the No Thoughts Club, and I never actually knew about them until today, so I can't believe it. But
We just launched 6 months ago.
what?
Pretty new. Yeah.
And you're here already, 6 months, and you're here.
Love tossing money and stuff.
Oh my gosh. Wow, kudos to you guys. You guys did such a great job. Look at how much they manufactured in a span of 6 months of opening their business.
Some of these are fully manufactured yet. Some of these are still just the samples. Because yeah, we're like
Taking pre-orders.
taking pre-orders.
I love that. But thank you so much, guys, for your tips and tricks, and hope to see you again.
Thank you.
Bye.
So yeah, that was her opinion on New York Now, and definitely want to remind you guys to take everything that people say with a grain of salt. Not everybody's business works, functions the same way as yours does. Not everybody sells the same things either. And even like if you're an artist or illustrator, your art style could be different from others. So you could have a unique selling point that others don't have. So whenever people recommend or don't recommend something, you want to take that back and think thoughtfully like how that would translate for your business, what that would mean for you. But that was a very interesting viewpoint, and that's something that I myself have to consider if I were to want to exhibit at New York Now in the summer or at any point in the future. And now everybody else that I'm about to mention are all stationary, pretty much greeting card business owners. Actually, except for Emmy Creations. Emmy Creations is really cute. She's also within my niche, so like the kawaii, like cute illustrations, Asian inspired art, but she also does a lot of greeting cards. So she's kind of like a hybrid between No Thoughts Club and like greeting card businesses. Her catalog is so cute. It's very well organized and it's thick. So I was able to get one of these and take a look at, you know, how she structures the prices and structures her SKUs. So that was really nice to see. All of these people that I met, there's Amy Ray Maker. Is this mirrored? Yes, it is. Probably. But I will show all of their Instagrams on the side here. These are all greeting card companies or makers. Amy Ray is from Canada. So cool. Two Pooch Papery. I really adore her illustrations. They're so cute. Yeah, I just love it. 68 Colors by Vanessa Chen. Also super cute. What I did notice, these were not incubators, so I went outside into like gift and lifestyle, and these were all just regular people who had been to New York Now for quite some time. So they're the veterans here. Some people, I would say, like in the greeting card section, were there maybe like for 2 years, but generally those people have been there for at least 3 or 4. There's Ampersand M Studio Marina. There is, I met Dahlia Press and I got this little cute mini card. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a little wedding, not an invitation, but I think it's one of those things that you put on the table. I don't know what I'm saying, but anyway. I met Almeida Illustrations. I apologize if I am pronouncing it wrong, but her booth was very cute. What I noticed about the greeting card section, they were all pretty much grouped together in like an alley. one whole row. I don't want to call it like alley because that sounds dark and shady, but a lot of them shared a booth. So there were 2 greeting card companies that shared like one space. I didn't know that you could do that, but they were the only ones that I saw that were doing that or were allowed to do that. So that's really interesting, and that is something to consider as well. This is Paper Bunny Press. I also really like her greeting cards, and her stickers are so cute. I am not really one to put a lot of words on my stickers or greeting cards, but apparently brands, companies, buyers like having words on it. I think it just screams a specific genre or occasion more than something that's like blank and just like a plain illustration on it. But yeah, Steel Petal Press was in a different area. They're from Chicago, and it's very cool. A lot of these people have their own like printing press, which is crazy. And that's definitely not something that I can do. They're much more advanced, but it was so neat, like meeting like just these people who love stationery goods. So I wrote some notes when I left New York now and I got off the train. These people that I just mentioned, they were part of this thing called Paper Camp, which is basically like a boot camp, a trade show boot camp. I guess that's specifically for stationery. I'm not sure if that includes like other things outside of that, but they were all Paper Camp grads, and this boot camp taught them, I guess, to learn tricks of the trade and like understand like the market for wholesale, how to present your products to buyers, and cataloging, and you know, the whole 9 yards and stuff. They were all like well put together, so I was really impressed. They were definitely recommending Paper Camp, and I had told them that, you know, I would like to grow my stationery line, especially the greeting cards, because it's pretty weak right now. Which, by the way, I will be doing a video in the future, hopefully in the next coming weeks, how I make my greeting cards. If that's something that would interest you guys, let me know. But yeah, I'll probably make that. So for those of you who are interested in the greeting card like stationery show, there used to be a national stationery show, but apparently that no longer exists, and it was combined with New York Now. So that's why all of these people in the stationery section were kind of lumped there together, because that is the national stationery show part of New York Now. But there is a greeting card expo in San Francisco. Noted and Gifted is what it's called. It's gonna take place April 17 through 18, and you can go to greetingcard.org/noted and gifted for more information if you'd like to attend or be an exhibitor there. So this person, Marina from Ampersand Studio, was extremely helpful with actually, you know, letting me know that there was this event going on. She also told me that there is a thing called Greeting Card Association. They help people just with getting started in the greeting card realm and just answering questions, and I'm not quite sure, but the membership is also kind of pricey, but not as pricey as how much the paper camp costs. I believe it's like it's like 490 something a year. If that's something that you can swing, then probably it would be a good deal. And if you're really serious about getting into the greeting card business. Also, there's trade shows like this in Las Vegas, Atlanta, Denver, Dallas. If you're in that area, then I suggest you try to look up like shows like this in your area. What I noticed as well about these booths for the greeting card section anyway was that it's recommended to actually pack your booth from like almost from floor to ceiling or on the wall with products. So it's better to have like a small booth and display a lot of products on it from floor to ceiling, as opposed to giving some white space. I was told that white space might give buyers the impression that you don't have a lot of products, so they would rather see a lot, I guess. But obviously you want to organize it in a way that it looks appealing to the buyers. Grid racks aren't a thing on the tables at trade shows. So I'm used to seeing a lot of people at conventions and anime conventions. Grid racks are all that I see, pretty much, besides like other regular shelving and stuff. But usually that's the way people display their goods. This is not a thing at these trade shows. First of all, they do have the walls behind them, so that's why they have all that real estate to like post stuff. But even on the tables that they're given, those things aren't a thing. So it's a different vibe, and that's always good to know. Even for regular markets, not like trade shows and stuff, but non-anime markets, you don't really see a lot of those grid racks on those tables either. They usually use like wooden shelving and different ways of displaying their stuff. So if you don't really attend conventions and markets, that's I guess a helpful thing to know. I realize a lot of people that I was talking to aren't that active on social media. And by active, I mean like posting every day or almost every day. I know that's really crazy and hard to do. They post maybe once a week or once every other week. And I guess for me and what I'm used to, it feels like the people that I follow, the community that I'm in, it's tied heavily with social media. If you don't really have a social media presence, you're not gonna make it type thing. You have to post every day or every other day consistently, like around the same time too, and stuff like that. But yeah, just talking to these people and realizing that, you know, it's okay to actually not be that active on social media and they're still running and functioning as a business. You know, it might have been obvious, I guess, but it made me realize like, hey, wait, there's actually other avenues that you can get business, you can make money, not just by trying to like, you know, be present on social media. Social media can be like a full-time job in itself, so it's very tiring, it's very exhausting. But after attending the New York Now, it made me realize maybe take a step back and be more intentional with the things that I decide to post. I think I've said it before in my other videos, but I usually post illustrations only, and I don't really post a lot of my greeting cards, my stickers, my products in general, because the algorithm does not like my product photos or even my reels. And it's very frustrating and like discouraging as a business owner, because it's like you have to sell, right? Especially if you're just online and you're not attending markets, you really have to make sure that you're selling yourself, because no one else will. I don't know, like I just had this realization where it's like, hey, like don't care what Instagram or TikTok says and how many viewers view your stuff, like you should put it out there anyway, just in case. I'm thinking more of like creating less art just to post every day, but rather create art because I'm inspired, number one, but also number two, I want to be more intentional about like the product line that I'm creating and the illustrations that go towards it. That way I can allocate more, I guess, mental energy towards product development as opposed to just keeping the Instagram algorithm happy. But yeah, all in all, what I'm just trying to say is I feel like my experience at New York Now was very insightful. I really enjoyed walking around and talking with all of these people. If you are in a different category, let's say you're selling fragrances, I'm sure there were plenty of people that were selling fragrances that you could talk to, or people who sell soaps, or people who make apparel. There are so many kinds of exhibitors and business people out there, and it was just really nice to see that a lot of people were actually new and just trying to get a footing in the field of wholesale. So I don't feel that bad that I'm, you know, clueless about it. If you don't live in the New York City area, like I said, apparently they have shows in Texas, Seattle, Denver, Atlanta, so do check those out. I think it would be a really great experience, and even if you're not ready like I am, it's always worth taking a peek and just being able to network with other people and see what worked for them and what hasn't worked for them. Hopefully in the future I would be able to be an exhibitor there, or maybe for a different kind of trade show. But yeah, that is one of my goals, to expand or diversify my product line or my source of income, which is to go into wholesaling or even art licensing. But hopefully you enjoyed watching this video. It was a lot of fun, and again, I cannot recommend it enough. Walk in and talk with people and just get information that you wouldn't otherwise. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.